Welcome back. In today's lesson, we're exploring an article from the New York Times titled, How the Pursuit of Perfect Sleep Can Backfire. Together, we'll unpack key English words and phrases as we dive into this topic. Stay until the end. I'll read it again at a natural speed for you to practice pronunciation and intonation. Let's get started. Here's the title of today's article, How the Pursuit of Perfect Sleep Can Backfire. Backfire is a useful verb that means when you try to do something, it causes the opposite result. Instead of helping, it makes things worse. In the article title, The Pursuit of Perfect Sleep Can Backfire, it's saying that trying too hard to get perfect sleep can actually make your sleep worse instead of better. Let's look at a couple of examples. She stayed up late to study, but it backfired because she was too tired during the test. He tried to impress his boss by doing extra work, but it backfired when he made mistakes. Moving on to paragraph 1. Derek Antosiak considers himself something of a sleep connoisseur. When we say someone is something of an expert, it means they have some knowledge or skill in a certain area, but they're not a full expert. In the sentence, Derek considers himself something of a sleep connoisseur, it means Derek thinks he knows a lot about sleep, but he's not necessarily a professional sleep expert. Let's look at some examples. She is something of a musician, though she has never played in a band. This means she knows how to play music, but she's not a full-time professional musician. John is something of a computer expert. He often helps his friends with tech problems. This means John knows a lot about computers and helps others, but he's not a professional in the field. A connoisseur is someone who has a lot of knowledge and experience in a particular area, especially with things like food, art, or wine. In Derek's case, he's a sleep connoisseur. This means he takes sleep very seriously and has tried many different ways to improve his sleep, paying attention to small details. Here are some examples of how we use connoisseur. She's a wine connoisseur and can tell the difference between wines from different regions. He's a real art connoisseur. He has studied famous paintings for years. He has applied tape to his mouth, propped his nostrils open with dilators, and sealed his ears with plugs. Tape refers to a sticky strip used to hold something in place. Prop is a useful verb that means to support or hold something in a particular position using another object. It's often used when something needs to be kept open or in place. For example, in the sentence, he has propped his nostrils open with dilators. It means Derek is using a device to hold his nostrils open to help him breathe better while sleeping. Let's look at a couple of examples. She propped the door open with a chair. He propped up his phone with a book to watch a video. Nostril is either of the two openings at the end of the nose that you breathe through. A dilator is a device used to make an opening wider. Derek uses a nasal dilator, which is a small device that helps keep his nostrils open for better airflow. Seal is an important verb that means to close something tightly so that air, liquid, or sound cannot get in or out. It's often used when we need to block or shut something completely. Let's look at a couple of examples. She sealed the envelope before sending the letter. He sealed the windows to keep the cold air out. He has tried out a fan that pumped cool air under his sheets. With each new experiment, the goal was the same, getting closer to a perfect night's sleep. When we say someone wants to try out something, it means they want to test or experiment with it to see how well it works. Let's look at some examples. She wants to try out a new restaurant this weekend. This means she plans to visit the restaurant to see if the food is good and if she likes it. They are trying out a new software at work to improve productivity. This means they are testing the new software to see if it helps them work more efficiently. Pump is a key verb that means to move or push air, liquid, or gas using a device. It's often used when something needs to be transferred from one place to another using pressure or force. In the sentence, a fan that pumped cool air under his sheets, it means the fan was pushing cool air under the sheets to keep Derek cool while he slept. Let's look at a couple of examples. The machine pumps water from the well into the house. In this case, the machine is moving or pushing water from the well into the house using force. The heart pumps blood through the body. Here, the heart pushes blood through the veins, delivering it to different parts of the body. Moving on to the second paragraph. Online, such people, sometimes referred to as sleepmaxers, proudly display the extreme lengths they will go to in pursuit of better sleep. A sleep maxer is someone who goes to great lengths to improve their sleep, using technology, gadgets, and various methods to achieve the best possible rest. The phrase "go to extreme lengths" means to make a very big effort or do whatever it takes to achieve something, even if it's difficult or unusual. In this case, people who are obsessed with sleep make extreme efforts to improve their rest. For example, she went to extreme lengths to win the competition, including practicing for 10 hours a day. Another example is he went to extreme lengths to get the promotion, taking on extra projects and working late every night. In pursuit of is a phrase that means trying to achieve or obtain something, suggesting that someone is actively working towards a goal or desire. In the sentence "in pursuit of better sleep," it means these people are doing everything they can to improve their sleep. For example, she moved to a new city in pursuit of a better career means she moved to the city to achieve her goal of having a better job. Another example, "they worked hard in pursuit of success," means they put in a lot of effort to try and achieve success. There's higher-end technology and entire lines of sleep wearables. Higher-end technology refers to advanced, high-quality, and typically more expensive technology, often used for products that offer superior features, performance, or design compared to regular options. For example, he prefers higher-end technology for his home, like smart lighting and security systems. Another example is the higher-end technology in this laptop makes it faster and more efficient. Wearable refers to a piece of technology or a device that you can wear on your body, like a watch, ring, or fitness tracker. These devices often monitor health data, fitness, or, in this case, sleep. In the phrase "entire lines of sleep wearables," it means there are many different kinds of devices you can wear to help track and improve sleep. For example, she bought a new wearable that tracks her steps and heart rate, or wearables like smart rings and watches can track your sleep patterns. For the true enthusiasts, there is even a mattress system that adjusts temperature, detects snoring, and vibrates when it's time to wake up. Enthusiast refers to someone who is very passionate or excited about a particular activity or subject. Enthusiasts often go to great lengths to explore and improve in their area of interest. In the phrase "for the true enthusiasts," it means that people who are very passionate about sleep are willing to try out advanced gadgets and systems to improve their sleep. For example, she's a photography enthusiast and spends hours taking pictures every day, or he's a fitness enthusiast and works out every morning. Snoring is the sound some people make when they breathe while sleeping. In the phrase "detects snoring," it means the mattress system can sense when someone is snoring during sleep. For example, her snoring was so loud that it kept everyone awake, or he tried to stop snoring by sleeping on his side. Vibrate means to shake or move quickly back and forth. It is often used when describing a device that creates a gentle shaking motion, like a phone or a mattress. In the phrase "vibrates when it's time to wake up," it means the mattress can shake gently to wake you up instead of using sound. For example, her phone vibrated when she received a message, or the alarm clock vibrates to wake me up without making noise. Let's read the paragraph 3. Soon, Mr. Antosiak started using Aura Ring, a sleep tracker that fit on his finger and provided him with a daily sleep score between 0 and 100. A sleep tracker is a device or tool that monitors your sleep patterns. It collects data like how long you sleep, how deep your sleep is, and how often you wake up during the night. This information helps you understand the quality of your sleep. For example, she uses a sleep tracker to monitor her sleep and see how many hours she gets each night, or the sleep tracker helps him understand why he wakes up feeling tired. Fit means to be the right size or shape for something. In this case, it describes how the Aura Ring is the correct size to be worn on Derek's finger, like a regular ring. For example, the shoes fit perfectly, they're just the right size for my feet, or the bracelet fits on her wrist and tracks her daily activity. On the whole, sleep experts say, the new cultural focus on sleep is a welcome change. But claims that any one tool works are often debatable. A welcome change refers to a change that is seen as good and beneficial by most people. For example, the shorter workweek was a welcome change for the employees, meaning they are happy about having fewer workdays and see it as a positive improvement. Another example is moving to a quieter neighborhood was a welcome change for the family, indicating they see living in a quieter area as a good and much-needed improvement. Debatable means something that is not certain and can be argued about. It suggests there are different opinions or viewpoints, and people may disagree on the answer or effectiveness of something. In the sentence claims that any one tool works are often debatable, it means that sleep experts do not all agree on whether a single sleep tool or device can work for everyone, as people have different opinions on this. For example, whether this diet is effective is debatable, as people have different experiences with it, or the impact of social media on mental health is debatable, with experts on both sides of the issue. Let's move on to paragraph 4. In Mr. Antosiek's case, the earplugs, mouth tape, and nasal dilator have helped him. But the bed fan didn't do much, and the Aura ring made things worse. I found myself waking up and immediately looking at my score, like, did I get good sleep? He said. I became very obsessed, maybe to an unhealthy degree at one point. I found myself doing something is a phrase that means you realized you were doing something without planning or thinking about it. It suggests that the action became a habit or automatic without you noticing. In the sentence I found myself waking up and immediately looking at my score, it means that Derek didn't intend to check his sleep score every morning, but he realized it had become a habit that he wasn't fully aware of. For example, I found myself scrolling through social media for hours without realizing it, or she found herself daydreaming during the meeting without noticing. Obsessed means to think about something too much, often in an unhealthy or overwhelming way. It implies that the person can't stop focusing on something, even when it's not good for them. For example, she became obsessed with her grades and studied nonstop, even when she was exhausted, or he's obsessed with his fitness routine and spends hours at the gym every day. He decided to stop using the product altogether. These days, if he wakes up feeling rested and alert, that's good enough for him. Alert means being awake, aware, and able to think clearly. It describes a state of being mentally sharp and ready to respond to what's happening around you. For example, after a good night's sleep, she felt alert and ready for her morning meeting, or he drank coffee to help him stay alert during the long drive. Now, I'll read the whole article at a natural speed, from start to finish. Use this as an opportunity to read along with me and practice your listening and pronunciation. How the pursuit of perfect sleep can backfire. Derek Antosiek considers himself something of a sleep connoisseur. He has applied tape to his mouth, propped his nostrils open with dilators, and sealed his ears with plugs. He has tried out a fan that pumped cool air under his sheets. With each new experiment, his goal was the same: getting closer to a perfect night's sleep. Online, such people, sometimes referred to as sleep maxers, proudly display the extreme lengths they will go to in pursuit of better sleep. There's higher-end technology and entire lines of sleep wearables. For the true enthusiasts, there is even a mattress system that adjusts temperature, detects snoring, and vibrates when it's time to wake up. Soon, Mr. Antosiek started using Aura Ring, a sleep tracker that fit on his finger and provided him with a daily sleep score between 0 and 100. In Mr. Antosiek's case, the earplugs, mouth tape, and nasal dilator have helped him. But the bed fan didn't do much, and the Aura Ring made things worse. I found myself waking up and immediately looking at my score, like, did I get good sleep? He said. I became very obsessed, maybe to an unhealthy degree at one point. He decided to stop using the product altogether. These days, if he wakes up feeling rested and alert, that's good enough for him. That's it for today's advanced lesson. I hope this helped you improve your English while exploring real articles. If you found it useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more lessons like this. Feel free to leave a comment below with any questions or suggestions for future topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.